Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. It is Crystal. So I hope everybody is staying safe and staying well, as I always do wish. So, as I said before, maybe you've watched my videos and heard me say it, that I was going to go occasionally go to Etsy, find someone who either hand spun their own yarn or hand dyed their own yarn, buy a little bit of it, and show you guys. I do this to help other small businesses. I like to bring awareness to people that maybe you don't know about that are good at their craft. Well, I have not seen this yarn before. I haven't even opened the box, but I do have my first person who I chose. Now, her name is Macy, and her shop is called Mace of Skeins. Now, or Skeins, however you say it. Anyways, I will put a link below to her Etsy shop where she is a yarn dyer. And I also know she has a YouTube channel, and I actually checked it out, and she's quite funny. I subscribed. I like her channel. She talks about the stuff she's knitted, and she has giveaways, and it's the type of podcast that I like. They talk about what they're doing, and they're what they're making, and just my type of stuff. So I will put a link to her YouTube channel below. Also, I always recommend everybody go subscribe and show support to our fellow crafting community. Now, I had heard of Mace of Skeins on Instagram from one of my fellow YouTubers who I have been following for quite some time. Again, maybe you know him. I've mentioned him several times. Stout. I will put his YouTube channel below. Also has a very awesome podcast. I never miss any of his episodes. So, yes, check him out. I'll put his link below if you are not subscribed. I highly recommend both of these channels. If you like the podcast type, talk about yarn, look at yarn, see people's projects and what they're making. That's my style, I do tutorials on my channel mostly, so I have no use to watch tutorial channels, so I like to look at people's yarn and see what they're making with it. Anyways, we always try to show our support for the yarn community by subscribing to others. So the link to Mace of Skeins YouTube channel below, and Zach Stout, which mentioned her several times on Instagram, how much he liked her yarn. That is what brought my attention to her Etsy shop. So, Zach, thank you. If you're watching, your posts do not go unnoticed by Bagoday. So you are the reason that I found Mace of Skeins. So, let's open it up. Okay, so she sells on Etsy, and she hand dyes her own yarn. Now, I noticed, I'll just tell you about the shop in general. I noticed that she had like fingering weight and stuff. The highest weight of yarn that she had was a DK. Now, I'm not a big fan of anything below a 4 weight. I can use a DK if I like the yarn. But I did email her or message her through Instagram, or not Instagram, Etsy, and ask her if she ever did 4 or 5 weight hand dyeings. And she said that she would get in touch with her supplier, and that would be something that she could definitely do. Now, so she was going to accommodate my request. But then again, I just went ahead and purchased the DK. So I thought it was very kind of her. She answered me properly to want to accommodate my request of a 4 or 5 weight yarn. So that was good customer service. I always hold that to a high standards. Okay, so she shipped a 3-day priority mail, so it didn't take long to get here. And it's based in Texas. So we'll open it up and check out her hand-dyed yarns. See what they're like. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? I am. But I'm always excited to look at hand-dyed. Now remember, as I mentioned before, hand-dyed, hand-spun yarns are more money than regular yarns because there's a lot of work that goes into them. So they don't have big box store price tags. I am not a yarn snob because I purchase from small local yarn shops or Etsy sellers once in a while. I do prefer big box stores. In case you haven't noticed behind me, that is all, pretty much all I have on my shelf, and that is pretty much all I unbox. I like to look for deals, but I also like to support small businesses and small or Etsy sellers. I buy knitted stuff off Etsy sellers. I just like to support local, not even local, just little yarn shops or little shops on Etsy, and I just like to do that once in a while. It's not like I do it all the time, and you know, so there we go. I just wanted to say that, just because every once in a while I buy some hanks that aren't from Michael's, doesn't mean that I still don't love Michael's. Heck yeah, I love Michael's. It's my favorite craft store. Always has been and always will be. Okay, I'm gonna open it up. I need to bring up her Etsy store on my website or on my YouTube channel. Oh wow, very, very nicely packed, and she shipped in a box. Everyone knows I love it when people ship in a box. So I do not know if Macy from Mace of Skeins knew who I was at all when I purchased from her. I cannot tell you that. But I did ask her permission before I bought, if it was okay, that I told her I had a YouTube channel. I didn't know if she knew who I was. You know, some people don't, you know, a lot of people don't know who I am. And if it was okay that I showed her yarn, and she said yes. So I would always ask permission first from Etsy sellers. Okay, so these are very, very nicely packed. You can see they got 4 in a pack. Oh, it's pretty. See if I got an invoice. I do. With the prices. Thank you. Mace of Skeins. I love invoices with prices, so now I don't have to go and look up her shop because she put the prices on the invoice. Invoice is in here. I got a nice little sticker, Mace of Skeins. I'm going to stick that to my shelf back there. If Evelyn don't steal it from me first. Okay. Thank you so much for ordering. If you have any problems, questions, please reach out. All right, let's check it out. We'll start off. I think it was all DK weight that I ordered, besides one was not, but I couldn't leave her shop without it. Okay, so this one I thought was super cool. This one is called Neapolitan DK. So it is very much looks like Neapolitan ice cream. I love Neapolitan ice cream and spumoni. They're both my favorites. Ice cream hurts my belly. I can't eat a lot of it because I'm lactose intolerant. But this one is very beautiful. Okay, so let's see what we got on the... Here's her label. Very nice. Mace of Skeins or Skeins or however you say it. Hand dyed in Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, this is Spade DK, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 245 yards, 100 grams, hand wash, lay flat to dry. This was $25 a hank. I'm gonna take this label off. I am not going to unhank it because I like my hanks to be hanked up and kept that way until I cake them. You guys know I cake my yarn by hand. I have a yarn ball winder, a really nice one too, but I don't use it. I prefer the old school style because that's how I was taught. So it is see, I said 75% superwash merino and 25 nylon, and it is a DK, which I would agree with. It is on the thinner side of a DK. But yes, DK definitely. Very pretty, very Neapolitan looking, very scarfable. The colors are very, very vibrant, very pretty. I love it. It did, I mean, it makes me want to eat some ice cream, but I know I would pay for it later if I did. So I better not. But yes, that's a very, very nice hank of yarn. Very pretty. I like that chocolate. It does look just like a Hershey bar, doesn't it? Looks just like strawberries, and I like that. Okay, I'm going to put that label back on. Try not to rip it. I don't like busted labels. Nice. Next one is, she had some of them, you know, were just like straight DK, and then she had some of them that you could choose what base you wanted. Like this one right here is called, she had some Halloween themed ones because Halloween's coming up. I can't, you know what, if she does themed yarn, I can't wait to see Christmas. I love Christmas yarn. It's my favorite. Anyways, this one's called Graveyard Smashed. Graveyard Smash. So it is a 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina, which is the sparkle that you see in it. I chose to have, she had, like I said, she had different bases. You could choose different weights. DK was her highest weight, and you could get it with or without the sparkles. Of course, if I could have the option to choose, I'm always going to choose the sparkles. So this is Graveyard Smash. Again, very nice, very scarfable. DK. That's pretty. Look at all the blues in that. And all those sparkles. Gosh, I love sparkle yarn. So I like that. It's very pretty. It's got a nice variations of very different darker blues. A couple medium blues in there. I like that one too. I like the sparkles. Sparkles so pretty. Anything that sparkles makes me smile, and a little bit of sparkle. Sparkle. Never hurt anybody. Ain't that pretty? I like that one. So this was $25 also for a hank. 231 yards. Sparkle DK. Graveyard Smash. Here's another one that I thought was beautiful. I'm going to keep those bags. This one is called Joy. So it's the same. It's the same base as the Graveyard. This is the... Okay, so this one was called, the very first one I showed you was Mace of Skeins Spade. And then these two right here are called Diamond DK. Mace of Skeins Diamond DK. It's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% Stella, 231 yards. Lay flat to dry, of course. And again, this was one that you could pick the base you wanted, so I chose a sparkle. Now, they are very visible to me. The sparkles are silver, and they hang off the yarn. Very, very pretty. Now, I don't know if the sparkles are showing up that well on my camera. Come on, camera, pick up the sparkles. Sometimes I have to darken it, and then you can see the sparkles better. I don't know. Can you? They glisten. Oh, yeah, look at them glistening. Now, that's not, I mean, I'm just trying to show you the sparkles better. The yarn is actually a bit lighter than that. I'm going to put that back up to correct color. I don't know. It's probably about right. Maybe a little bit darker than that, but it's close enough. That's very pretty. So this one is called Joy, and it's super sparkly, and it's bringing me a lot of joy. I like it. It's very pretty. It's got all color, a bunch of different pastels through it. So it's mainly, I would say, a peach. Lots of peach colors, pinks, blues, corals, light corals. Very pretty. I like it. I love the sparkle. I wish you could see it more on my camera, but it's glistening. For me, does that light help? You could probably kind of see them, can't you? I think it's just a light yarn and it's harder to see them in the camera, but I can see them quite well. Very pretty. Like that. Very nice. That was my first bag from Mace of Skeins. Ew! Now that's some pretty colors. They all kind of match together. Look at that. Okay, so we'll move on. I had to get this one. There were some of these that reminded me of my daughter, and I knew she'd like them. So, of course, I had to get them. So, this is fairy dust. So, this was one also that it's the same, the diamond DK, that you could choose your weight, or if you wanted sparkles or not. Of course, I'm always going to choose sparkles if I got the option. Always. The colorway is called Fairy Dust. If I said that more than once, I apologize. Oh, that's pretty. Look at those colors. I like that one a lot. Very, very fair. It does remind, it's very pretty. And I think having the sparkles in the name called Fairy Dust is very appropriate. I think Evelyn will like that with all the purples and the sparkles in it. It's a very beautiful scarfable. Very nice. I like that one. So far, they're all gorgeously dyed. I wish I could dye yarn like this. I suck at dyeing yarn. I don't know. I just love it when you pull the label down and you see all the different colors inside. It's very pretty. So, Fairy Dust. Nice. Another nice one. Very happy with that. This one I like a lot too. This one is called 90s Jazz. Now, I'm a 90s girl. I grew up in the 90s. Yes, I'm old. I was a teenager in the 90s. So, well, yeah, I was a teenager in the 90s. So, as soon as I saw the name got me on that. This is also the Diamond DK. 75% superwash, 20% nylon, 5% of the stellina, which is the sparkle. 231 yards. Let's pull that label down and check this out. These are all $25 a hank, these Diamond DKs. Remember, you could pick your yarn base on these. Oh, that's so pretty. Whoa, that reminds me of something, but I can't think of it. Maybe some type of princess, fairy princess. What does that remind me of? Is there a princess that wears this color? Cinderella? I don't know if she wears any purple. It kind of reminds me of a Monsters, Inc. Sully. You know Sully, the big monster, how he's this blue and the purple? But he's not beautiful. He's furry. He's not sparkly. That's very pretty yarn. Very nicely dyed. Very scarfable, as all of them are, because it is the same base. Very DK. So there's a lightweight DK, but it's probably just an average DK. Look at those polka dots in there. That is very pretty. Another nice one. Diamond DK, 90s Jazz. 90s Jazz. I'm still stuck on 90s music. I don't know why. I still listen to it all the time. And Freddie Mercury, of course. You know, he's my fave. Okay, I'm going on. Oh, that's why I got for Evelyn. It's called Girly Girl. Girly Girl. These two, actually, I thought of Evelyn when I bought these. I thought of Evelyn in a lot of these. But these two specifically, they're both the Diamond DK again, which you could choose your base, whether or not you wanted sparkles or not. You didn't have to have sparkles. Of course, me, I'm going to have sparkles. Evelyn, she's going to have sparkles because she's a sparkly gal. So this one is called Girly Girl, and this one is called Purple Dragon Martini. I love it. Okay, so this one says it has 245 yards, and this one says it has 231. No, that was a mistake. It doesn't. That was just a mistake here. They both have 231 yards. Sorry about that. My fault. I read it wrong. Those are pretty. I could put these together and make Evelyn something. She would flip out. Rose from Rose Likes Crochet. If you're watching, I know you're digging that purple. That's pretty for purple. You know, I like purple. I love all color. But I'm not one that gravitates towards purple all the time. But when you add that sparkle to it, I'm going to buy it. Same goes with the pink. But pink is beautiful too. But I like pink a lot too. I mean, I buy quite a bit of pink. Maybe just for, not just for Evelyn. I buy it for me too. I love pink. So those are very pretty. This is actually, although this, it's called Girly Girl, it's kind of, it's a pink, but it's also, maybe you could call it a cross between pink and purple, I would say. It's pretty true to color on my camera now that I'm looking at it. So I would say it's a cross between a pink and a purple. I don't know what you would call that, but I think both of these, that purple is beautiful. The dye job in that. Very, very pretty. Very sparkly. Sparkles. I love them. Who couldn't love some sparkle and brighten up everybody's day? Brightens up mine. This box of yarn brightened up my day. You know what? I wasn't even having a bad day, but now it's even better because I'm seeing some nice, pretty hand-dyed sparkle hanks that I love. Those are pretty. Very nice. Again. Okay. Let's move on. Let's see what this is here. At the bottom of the invoice, it says, "Thank you so much. Happy Halloween, Macy." Can't get them out. Okay, this was the first one I put in the cart when I went to her site. It was called Wood Grain, $25. Now this was not one that you could choose the base on. It was just a DK that she had. So it's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 245 yards, lay flat, hand wash. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite so far. Even only thing that could have made this better was sparkles, but it is still a very beautiful on its own. Those are my colors, and it actually does look like a wood grain. Look at that. I think it does. I like it whenever like you get like oak, solid oak, and you dye it with stain. This is what it reminds me of. How it can have the light and dark through it. That looks like a grain of wood. That is such an appropriate name. That is beautiful, beautiful yarn. And even though it says 3-weight, 3-weight, it does appear to be a little, no, it's a 3-weight. I always say that, but yeah, it's nice. Nice and scarfable. I'm keeping this one for myself. I will not be giving this away, ever. What will I make with this? Only time will tell, but I probably won't do a tutorial when I do it. People don't like it when I use these type of yarns in my videos, and that's fine. It's understandable. Not everybody can afford these type of yarns, and I can't either. I only buy them every once in a while. So and I wanted to showcase Etsy sellers every once in a while. And Macy was my first choice. She said it was okay if I did it. I like this one. So this one by far is my, not really by far. They're all very gorgeous, but I love brown so much. This is my favorite so far. Very nice. Very nice. What's this one here? Oh, aquamarine. Now this was another one just like that. The spade, which was just a DK. You could not choose your base on this one, I don't believe. But anyways, again, very nice. Just like the wood grain. As far as 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Look, very pretty colors. Aqua. It's got an aquamarine fill, so it's a good name for it. Bunch of pretty blues up in there. Very well dyed. Oh, I love the smell of wool. It's so pretty. That's very, very pretty yarn. Very pretty. So this was the aquamarine DK. I like it. I like it. This one here. This is the diamond DK, so it's the sparkle, 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% of the stellina, which is the sparkle, 231 yards, strands of gold. Oh, you got me at strands of gold and sparkle. Can you see the sparkles in that gold yarn? Gosh, I wish my camera would pick that sparkles up a little better. Let me go down a little bit. Maybe it'll show them a little better. Yeah, you can see them a little bit better. It is glistening on my end at sparkles. And the yarn itself is a very pretty gold, but a lighter gold color. The sparkles are silver. Oh, that's pretty. I probably will also keep this one. Actually, for myself, and make something out of it. Because I'm very much of a gold person also. So it's gonna add sparkles. So it's gonna go over here. This is her Spade DK. The color is called Monster Mash. Let's do the Monster Mash. So this is for Halloween. 75% superwash merino, 25 nylon, 245 yards of a DK. Very, very Halloweeny. Let me take the label off so you can see all the colors on that. Super Halloween colors. You got your pumpkin. You got your Frankenstein. You got your vampire or count. The count. Is that what he's called? Dracula. What's the purple Halloween? A witch, probably? I don't know. You got them all there. That's very cool. I'm going to open this hank up, though, so I can see the colors of it. Although I don't like rehanking. Actually, I'm not going to open it up all the way. But I will untwist it. That's going to make something cool. I like that one. Very, very appropriate for Halloween. Ooh, the Monster Mash. I like that. I don't like rehanking. I don't like doing it. Don't laugh at me when I do it because I'm not that good at it. But I do my best here. When I rehank, I always got to put it between my legs and then rehank. Now, someone like Macy, who probably the hand dyes and does it all the time, can probably do it in 2 seconds. Now, I don't do it all the time because generally I leave my hanks hanked unless I'm ready to use them, and then I ball them myself. I don't usually rehank them once they're hanked. But, oh, I should have left it. Hers looks better than mine. I don't even know what to do now. Am I supposed to pull this through? Okay, I'm going to rehank this later off camera because my hanking job did not do it justice. I feel bad for even undoing it. I shouldn't have did that. Anyways, Monster Mash. Very, very beautiful. Great for Halloween. I like that one. Monster Mash, right? Is that what I said? Yeah. We're going to do the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. Okay, let's move on. Move on. Oh, that was also $25. All of them were $25 except for one, which that's the one I said I couldn't leave her store without. This one is the Diamond DK, whether you could choose your base. Of course, I'm choosing a DK Sparkle. The 75% superwash, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. Flying Dutchman. Oh, the Flying Dutchman. Like off of SpongeBob SquarePants. You guys watch SpongeBob? He's a big hit at my house. You guys like the Flying Dutchman off of there? That's pretty. Look at all the sparkles. This reminds me of the Flying Dutchman off SpongeBob. He's green like this. He's quite funny. Tries to be scary, but that's gorgeous. It's very pretty greens. My color of green too. Yes. Flying Dutchman. I'm going to go over here with the My Color pile. Over here. I love all these. But I got a pile over here. It's like My Color pile. Like the colors that I would, use. Okay. I definitely wanted this one. Harvest Moon. So this is the Diamond DK again. It has the sparkles in it. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 5% stellina, 231 yarns. Harvest Moon. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. That is a pretty yarn. I love those burnt oranges and the touches of black in it. I would love to unhank it, but my gosh, I could never get it to look like hers again. See the sparkles in it? They're actually quite abundant. My camera's not picking them up quite well. Oh, it's very, very pretty. Macy, you did a very good job. You got me with some of these colors are, I mean, spot on to what I would definitely buy. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. You see me drool over some yarn. I'm going to set this over here in my favorite color list. Okay, so Macy left me a little note here, and she said that this wood grain here that I showed you that I absolutely fell in love with was an older one, and she actually has another one in the different base. I bought the older, okay, and this is the new one. And so here, these are both called wood grain, and they're both very, very pretty. I like both of them a lot. I do think this one resembles the wood grain more than this one, like just for the name, but I love the colors of both of them. So this was her older base, and this was her new base, called wood grain. It's very pretty. It's kind of a goldish brown, of course, which I love. Goldish brown. Love brown and gold. Put them together. What's not to love? So that one is very nice too. I like that a lot. All these are not, of course, they're all going to be scarfable. I'm going to put this one in my color pile over here. Okay, I have one left that I bought. Now, I will say that this is not something that I would have normally have purchased because of the price. But, and I can probably say that I can say with 100% certainty, I will never give it in a giveaway. Some of these I will put in a giveaway. Not any that I picked for Evelyn, and not any of my favorite colors. But some of them I will put in giveaways just to get Macy's yarn out and let other people try it. But, like I said, if I'm going to keep some of them, my colors, and some of the ones that I picked for Evelyn. But the other ones I'll put in a giveaway. I'll probably put this Monster Mash one in a giveaway. Oh, and it does say in her note that all the Halloween color, or the Halloween colors, the Graveyard Smash, the Flying Dutchman, and the Harvest Moon, those are all over there in my pile. Anyways, are only available to October 31st if you're interested. And she did say that she is offering you guys, my subscribers, 10% off if you use the code Bagoday in her shop. It'll give you 10% off your yarn. But it said the code does exclude my winter box pre-order. I don't know what that is. I don't remember seeing it, but I'm going to look and see if it's got Christmas yarn in it. The winter box pre-order. That sounds like something that might interest me. Anyways, okay, I'll talk about this last skein of yarn. So yeah, I'll probably have a giveaway soon before Halloween's over, and throw some of these Halloween hanks in there. Well, actually you can't. Some of them I'm keeping. Anyways, I'm going to talk about this last yarn. Now, this last yarn is not something that I typically would have bought. For one thing, it's a lightweight yarn. It's a fingering and a lace weight. Two, it was rather expensive of a yarn. But I take into account that it is hand-dyed. And also, it's 2 skeins wound together. So you get double. There's 894 yards here because there's 2 different types of yarn wound together. She had 2 colors in this, a burgundy and then this goldish color. Of course, I'm going to choose the gold. And I saw those and I'm like, oh, that's kind of expensive. I can't get it. You know, because it would be one of the most expensive yarns I have in my collection. But then, you know, I was getting ready to place order, and you ever have a feeling like you just have to have something? You just had to have it, and, you know, I had to. I put it in the cart at the last minute, and I got it. And I don't regret it now that I bought it, and I'm like, holy crap. That was a lot of money for that yarn. But now that I see it, I believe that I'm not disappointed in it, and I believe that I made the right decision putting it in my cart because it's very, very pretty. So this is hand dyed in Fort Worth, Texas. I said that. It's called Two of a Kind Fingering and Lace Weight. 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere. You know I like cashmere. 10% nylon. There's 435 yards of that one. And then there are 459 yards of 72% kid mohair and 28% silk for a total of 894 yards. Lay flat to dry. This one is called Creme Brulee. I like the name. The name is very fitting for the color. Now, remember, it is 2 in 1. So the price was $58 for this hank. I don't think that's a bad price considering how beautiful it is and that it's two hanks put together. So it's like you're buying two hanks. So, yes, Creme Brulee, two of a kind. Now she had this gold one, which of course I would buy because that's my style, and she had a burgundy, which was very, very pretty also. But this is my style. This is my color. I like burgundy too, but this over the two, this is the one I'm going to choose. It has a very nice fiber content. As for the superwash merino, cashmere, kid mohair, silk, nylon, all that together, and you can see the two hanks spun for the two hanks together. I don't want to unhank it because I'll never be able to get it to look the way Macy put it together. Now, it's beautiful. Now, I can crochet, even though this is lightweight, I can put both of these together and make it not so bad. I will keep this. I won't put this in a giveaway. I think that would be a very pretty cowl. That's beautiful. I love this. Creme Brulee. I like Creme Brulee too. This is very, very beautiful. A very beautiful dye job. Very interesting how you put the two together. I think it's very, very gorgeous, and I'm not disappointed at all that I purchased it. I'm actually happy that I threw it in at the last minute. Now, that is all that I have. I'm just going to tell you a little bit more. Now, I don't know who Macy is on a personal level. I only heard of her through Zach Stout talking about her on Instagram, and I thought I would check her out. Like I said, I don't even know if she knew who I was when I bought her yarn, because a lot of people don't know who Bagoday Crochet is. But she was my chosen one off Etsy, because I said I was going to start doing Etsy once in a while, maybe once a month, showcasing Etsy shops that dye or spin their own yarn. And she was my chosen one, but I asked permission first, and she said that would be just fine. So, oh, shipping. You do have to pay shipping, and the shipping goes by where you live. So it's automatically Etsy adjusts the shipping. It's not a flat rate shipping. I think you can get it like faster if you pay more money, but if you just do regular, I don't know. But it just goes by where you live, so it's different prices as far as shipping goes. But yes. Okay, so I love everything that I purchased. There's not one hank that I do not like. Not one. Now, I would be honest with you because I'm an honest person. Her yarn is very beautiful. These collars here are very reflective of me. If you know and you watch my channel, and some of them sparkle. These I will keep. This one I will keep. Now, some of these I will be putting in a giveaway because I want to give back. These I have to keep for Evelyn because that's who I bought them for. Now, I don't know. I want to keep them all. No, but I'm not going to keep them all. I'm going to put some of, I don't know which ones I'm going to put in the giveaway. But anyways, they are all very, very beautiful. And they were all well worth the $25 that she asked. Because remember, it has, they're superwash wool, and they're hand dyed. So the hand dyeing process is you know, she does it by hand. It's just, it's more time consuming, and it's $25 isn't bad for a hanky yarn that's hand dyed. I've seen them a lot more than that. And as for this one being more, remember, it's 2 hanks in one, so actually it is pretty close to being 25 a piece, just a little bit more, but it's gorgeous, very gorgeous. And I'll have to hide that from Mr. Bod in case we ever do another. Mr. Bod picks my giveaways. I'm never doing that again. Remember that one? Picked on my good yarn on purpose. Okay, anyways, so final thoughts. I think Mace of Skeins is a very nice place to buy hand-dyed yarns. I like it. Shipping was fine. She was very fastly responded to my question about getting it in a 4-weight or 5-weight. She was wanting to accommodate my request, but then I just said I would take the DK, which was fine. So that was very good customer service. I did check out her YouTube channel. She seems pretty dang cool if you ask me. So I did subscribe to that also. So, in thoughts, like I said, I like it all. It's all very beautiful. There are some that I like more than others because of the colors are more reflective of me, but I do love them all. But remember, she did say that if you use the code Bagoday at checkout, you can get 10% off. Until the new year? Is that what that says? NYE? I don't know what that means. Anyways, head on over there and see what she has. I can't wait to see her Christmas yarns. I love Christmas yarn so much. Anyways, so that's it. That's what I got. Please don't leave me any rude comments about buying yarn from independent yarn stores or small Etsy shops. I like to do my part and help support small businesses. I got a lot of crap from my last video I did. Don't do it again. I'll block you. There's nothing wrong with supporting small businesses. I don't do it all the time. I'm a big box person, but I do enjoy supporting people. Like I said, especially now during COVID, everybody can use a little support. So thank you all for watching. Look for a few of these in the giveaway. Probably soon. I don't know how soon or not, but we'll see. But I'm going to keep some of those and hide them from Mr. Bod because they're very, very, very beautiful. I think Mace of Skeins is a very nice little Etsy shop. So link to her Etsy shop below. Link to the coupon code to get you 10% off. Link to her YouTube channel. Subscribe. Always support your fellow yarny. And I'll put a link to Zach Stout, who I would never have heard of Mace of Skeins if it was not for him, to his YouTube channel. Subscribe. Support your fellow yarny. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Macy. You did a wonderful job. I'm not disappointed with any of it. I think you're great at what you do. Master at your craft, right? Bye, everybody. Stay safe.